Since December 30th, 2022, when Moscow, Idaho Police Chief James Fry announced that Bryan Kohberger had been arrested in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, he's been behind bars. 5 days later, January 4th, arrives in Idaho, where with the exception of court appearances, he's remained inside a Moscow, Idaho jail awaiting trial. So what's life looked like for Bryan Kohberger over the course of the last few months? Going from a graduate student and sometimes even teaching assistant studying criminology to an infamous murder suspect. He's currently being held in the maximum security portion of the 2,000 square foot Latah County Jail, which in its basement has him segregated from all others. NewsNation has learned that this portion of the jail is just 4 cells and that 3 of them are currently empty. So Kohberger may find himself a lonely man these days, both literally and figuratively. But a source with intimate knowledge of Kohberger's life inside jail tells NewsNation that he's quiet, does as he's told, makes no trouble. They went so far as to say, quote, he does not seem like a psychopath. Joining us now, NewsNation senior national correspondent Brian Entin, and back with us is Jesse Weber. All right, so Brian, you have been at the forefront of the NewsNation reporting on this. Tell us a little bit more about what we know about his time in jail.
Well, first of all, Dan, I think when people hear county jail, they might think it's, a big place. This is a very, very small jail. You mentioned it, 2,000 square feet. It's right underneath the courtroom. There are only 3 guards, we're told, that work there at a time. A couple of dozen inmates. Most of the inmates are kept together in one portion of the jail. Kohberger is kept in another section. He's in a cell by himself. He doesn't get out much, a little bit of exercise. Every time he's taken out, he's escorted either by 1 or 2 guards. He does have a TV, we found out, Dan. He has a number of channels, basic cable. He can change the channel to whatever channel that he wants to. The other inmates share a TV, but Kohberger has his own TV because he's sort of in his own little section of this small jail in a cell over to the side, Dan.
So we had said, though, that he had no other cellmate and that no one else was in the cells next to him. So explain that to us. If there's a TV in another part of the jail, you mean completely separate from these 4 cells we were just talking about?
Yeah, so there's a TV for the other inmates, and then Kohberger has his own TV because he's being kept separate. He's about 30 feet from where the other inmates are, I'm told. So they can sometimes hear what he's watching on TV, but they don't really see him very much. He doesn't come out of the cell very much. He does go to Mass on Sundays, we're told. Basically, they get some chairs together and there's a Mass on Sundays, and he does come to that Mass and sit there, but he doesn't have any other dialogue with the other inmates, and then after Mass, he goes back to his cell.
What's this business about him being obsessed with media coverage of his case?
So we are told that, he has the TV and he can pick the channel, and we're told that oftentimes he has the news on when it is stories regarding his case, and that he is watching those stories in his cell.
Also, he's got a very strict diet.
Yeah, he's vegan. He's been vegan for quite a while, Dan. You remember the story his aunt talked about before the arrest. He would only eat on special pots and pans that had never touched meat. So they are accommodating his vegan diet in jail. They're not going to that extreme. I mean, they're not cooking on special pots and pans, but we're told they are giving him, vegetables, rice and beans. They're trying to accommodate it, but not going to the full-on extreme of, cooking everything separately.
Right, and Jesse, this is the kind of jail he would sit in until he was convicted or acquitted.
Correct, and it doesn't seem like he's getting out anytime soon. Before we know we have the preliminary hearing, and then the trial's going to take some time. I got to tell you one thing, though. I don't think the idea of him watching television is the biggest thing. Because assuming he's innocent, wouldn't somebody want to watch everything that's happening?
Yeah, I don't think it makes him guilty. I just think I think all the other evidence is very incriminating, but I don't think that watching TV makes him,
I'll play devil's advocate, because the other way is looking, if he did do this and he wanted the attention of it, then this is exactly what he wanted, eating it up, because we're still trying to understand what the motive would be if he allegedly did this.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.